Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and the last of our videos here on the Priest Realm spells for the Birthright setting for Dungeons & Dragons. So this is a very important one. So last but not least here, that is the Investiture spell. So as far as any spheres of casting ability, any here, you do have to have a level 1 holding and at least a level 1 priest. So fairly basic stuff here. The Regency requirement is a special one, and again, we'll come back to Investiture as well when we look at domain actions. Gold cost is a gold bar, and then the duration is permanent because basically you are transferring ownership of Regency here. So, quick description: any priest regent can perform this ceremony to arrange the transfer of Regency between two characters. Now, this severs a regent's link with specified lands and creates a new link to another regent. Investiture is described in greater detail under domain actions. The donor and recipient also must spend a domain action, so fair bit involved in that regard. However, the priest is free to seek any compensation they wish for that, and basically if they are investing themselves, essentially then they'd also be expending a domain action here. So now if you are the priest in question, certainly, depending on your relationship with the regents involved, you could raise that price certainly a little bit for your services. And if you are a regular domain ruler, let's say a political ruler, and you're hiring a priest there, depending on the relations and the various religions that you have going on in your domain, that could be a bit of a tricky process, or maybe a more expensive process in getting a priest to cooperate and perform that ceremony. But if you're a fairly competent ruler, certainly you'll have at least decent relations with at least one or more priests who should be capable of performing that for you. But again, an all-important spell here, just because, again, you're going to need to, if you are expanding, take over provinces, and to really officially do that, again, Investiture has to be performed so that you have that link, that magical link to the land, so you can fully take it over, and then you can start generating Regency and really properly ruling it. So again, cultivating a good priest for non-priest rulers, a relationship with such priests, very, very important. And again, if you are such a priest, obviously it makes investing or performing investiture when you expand your territories, if that is your goal, or expanding on holdings, just all that much more important. So to wrap up there, guys, again, Investiture is certainly a very common, very useful spell, and will come into play multiple times in a typical campaign, presuming, of course, that borders will change through various actions, wars, etc. So there we have our sort of initial list of Priest Realm spells. Again, lots of useful things here. Very, very good spells for not just a certain type of priest, but pretty much across the board. Most priests will find use with multiple spells here, whether it's sort of creating buffs via the bless spells, debuffs with blight, just in general being able to rid domains of realm magic, certainly powerful, and the hilarious shenanigans that you can perform with honest dealings. But then also the Investiture spell, again, key spell here for various rulers, and not just the priests that perform it, but certainly every type of domain ruler, more or less, will want to have access to a quality priest who can perform such spells for you. So let us know in the comments, guys, some of your memorable experiences as priests in casting realm spells, or just having to deal with priest realm spells if you are a non-priest regent, or anything in between there. So hit us up in the comments, guys. We will be now starting a new series here for wizard realm spells, and then eventually making a migration to some of the expansion material with the Book of Magecraft and Priestcraft, which greatly expands upon what those two classes can do as domain rulers. So drop us a comment, guys, like and subscribe, and we will be back with more Birthright content.